Beware of sneaky rental scams switching your contract. Renting a new home should be exciting, but it can quickly turn into a nightmare if you fall victim to a switching contract scam. These deceptive tactics can leave you with unexpected costs, legal headaches, and a lot of stress. This video explains how these scams work, their devastating consequences, and most importantly, how you can protect yourself. What is a switching contract scam? A switching contract scam, also known as a bait-and-switch rental fraud, occurs when a landlord or scammer offers one lease agreement but presents a significantly different one at the signing. This fraudulent lease change often includes hidden fees, unfavorable terms, missing promised amenities, or outright misrepresentations of the property or its features. The goal is to trick you into signing a contract that you wouldn't have agreed to if you had known the real terms. How the scam works. Switching contract scams come in various forms, but they often exploit the excitement and pressure of securing a rental. Here are some common tactics. Bait and switch. The landlord advertises attractive rental terms like low rent, included utilities, or desirable amenities to lure you in. However, at the signing, the lease presented has higher rent, additional fees, such as administrative fees or pet fees that weren't disclosed, or unfair clauses like excessive late fees or unreasonable restrictions. Hidden lease terms. The initial agreement appears standard, giving you a false sense of security. However, a last-minute rental fraud lease switch introduces terms that drastically favor the landlord, such as shorter lease terms, significant rent increases with minimal notice, or clauses that allow the landlord to enter the property without notice for non-emergency reasons. Verbal promises versus written contracts. The landlord makes enticing verbal promises about amenities, repairs, or lease terms, but these promises are conveniently absent from the final contract. When you try to hold them to their word, they'll point to the signed contract as the only binding agreement. Pressure tactics. Scammers often use high-pressure tactics, claiming that the unit is in high demand and you must sign immediately or risk losing it. This pressure makes it difficult for you to carefully review the contract. Real-life examples. One young professional was thrilled to find an apartment with a seemingly perfect one-year lease. However, at signing, she discovered the contract had been altered to 24 months with a steep early termination penalty. Feeling trapped and unable to afford the penalty, she was forced to stay in an unsuitable living situation. Another case is the utility bait and switch. One college student on a tight budget found an affordable rental listing that explicitly promised utilities included. After moving in, he discovered a clause in the final contract requiring him to cover all utility costs. This unexpected expense significantly strained his finances. And then there's the missing amenities. One tenant was promised a renovated kitchen and in-unit laundry in the advertised listing. However, the final contract made no mention of these amenities, and the landlord refused to make the promised upgrades. Consequences for victims. Unexpected costs, penalties, legal fees, and the cost of finding a new place can lead to significant financial loss. Fighting fraudulent lease changes can be costly and time-consuming, leading to legal disputes. Dealing with the fallout of a scam is incredibly stressful and disruptive. Breaking a lease due to fraudulent terms can negatively impact your credit score, causing long-term damage. How to protect yourself. Act now. Don't become a victim. Take these proactive steps to safeguard yourself. First, read everything carefully. This cannot be overstated. Thoroughly review every clause of the lease agreement before you sign, even the fine print. Compare the final contract to any initial agreements or drafts. Second, get everything in writing. Verbal promises are worthless. Demand written confirmation of all rental terms, including rent amount, lease length, included utilities, amenities, repair agreements, and any other promises made by the landlord. Third, don't be rushed. Resist pressure to sign immediately. A legitimate landlord will understand your need to review the contract carefully. If they pressure you, it's a major red flag. Fourth, ask questions. Don't hesitate to ask the landlord about anything you don't understand or that seems suspicious. If they can't provide clear and satisfactory answers, be wary. Fifth, verify with a legal expert. Consulting with a real estate attorney or tenant rights organization before signing can help you identify potentially problematic clauses and avoid scams. This is especially important if you're dealing with a complex or unfamiliar lease agreement. Sixth, research the landlord or property management company. Check online reviews and see if there are any complaints about their business practices. Finally, document everything. Keep records of all communication with the landlord, including emails, text messages, and notes from phone conversations. Take photos or videos of the property's condition before you move in. Knowledge is your best defense. By staying informed and vigilant, you can protect yourself from switching contract scams and ensure a smooth and positive renting experience. Found this video helpful? Like, share and subscribe for more expert advice on avoiding scams and navigating the rental world. Let's beat the scammers together.